What's going on, guys? I'm your host Joss. Welcome back to the top 10 Beyond the Screen. Give us a follow on our social media pages. They are linked down below. And stick around until the end of this video if you want to watch me handpick some of your comments and respond to them. Today we are continuing one of our lists. We all had so much fun laughing over the Disney movie mistakes that we somehow missed, even though we've probably seen the movies like 400 times. Since it was so much fun the first time, why stop there? Let's keep going with today's part 2 list of top 10 worst Disney movie mistakes you will not believe you missed. Starting off the list, number 10 is one from Disney's most popular classic movies, The Lion King. We all know that continuity within movies is basically one of the most common mistakes we see. For those who might not know what continuity means, it means that things stay consistent throughout a period of time. In movies, this is extremely important in order for everything to kind of make sense. One mistake found in The Lion King had to do with the inconsistency of Nala's eye color. Many fans didn't even notice, but throughout the movie her eye color changes from blue to green on multiple occasions. It's actually a really obvious change once you see it. The colors are very vibrant and completely different, yet somehow it went right over my head all of these years. In spot number 9 is mistake from Aladdin, the trouser bite. Sounds weird when I just say that, so let me explain. Remember the scene when Raja the tiger bites off the seat from the suitor's trousers? Well, in the scene we get a funny glimpse that the suitor is wearing polka heart boxers and that the tiger tore through his pants. However, we later see the tiger in the courtyard and he has part of the same boxer shorts in his mouth. This implies that he bit them off from the suitor, which would only be possible if he also had some of the pants in his mouth too. Shouldn't he have purple cloth in his mouth as well? It is physically impossible for him to just have the boxers. I know we're being a little technical over underwear, but it is a simple mistake that could have easily been avoided. Coming in at number 8 is one from Lilo and Stitch. Disney fans have exposed a variety of different mistakes throughout the movie, and one that stands out is the mysterious phone. In one of the most significant scenes, when Nani is buying Stitch, the employee says, "There's a $2 license fee, and on the green wall behind her there is a big empty space. No artwork, no sign, and definitely no telephone." However, the scene then cuts to a wide shot view, and after the paperwork is stamped by the employee, there is a big black telephone hanging where it was once an empty wall. Not really sure how that got there or why it wasn't there to begin with, but if you look at the scene closely you will also see that the chair is different in both shots. So I'm not really sure what happened here. The scene is just a continuity mess. Next up at number 7 is Beauty and the Beast. We all have our favorite characters from this classic movie, and one fan favorite is the adorable teacup Chip. It's hard not to fall in love with the China class duo, Miss Potts and her adorable son Chip. They call him Chip for a reason though. It is because he has a chip in his glass, which just so happens to be where they messed up in one scene. During the scene when Miss Potts sings, there might be something there that wasn't there before. When she's finished singing, the angle changes to her telling Chip, "I'll tell you when you're older," and we see that the chip in his glass has actually swapped sides. When a character is named after their very noticeable appearance quirk, you can't mess that up. That is like a rule of thumb, isn't it? Or just common sense, I guess. At number 6 is a slip up in the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. No one could forget the hilarious Seven Dwarfs, which is why it might be easier for us to forgive the mistakes found in this movie. We just adore them. How can we be mad? A mistake was found in the one scene when the dwarves run out the door and down the stairs because they are scared. While running out, Dopey pulls the handle of the door from the inside until it breaks out of the door frame and falls to the ground. However, in the next scene when one of the dwarfs opens the door, the handle is there again. And we know that they didn't get some handyman up in those woods that quickly. Halfway through the list, number 5 comes from the movie Zootopia. This is another framing mistake, and an obvious one at that. It happens in the scene when Miss Otterton is in Chief Bogo's office holding her family photo with both of her paws. Like this. In the wide shot you can see that her purse is hanging from her left arm behind the photo, but when it cuts to a close-up shot her purse is gone. After she tells the chief about her 2 children, the scene goes back to the wide shot and her purse is there again. How they forgot to add the bright yellow purse in the close-up frame is beyond me. I feel like all of these pictures could be turned into those memes that say, "You had one job." Coming into the number 4 spot is a mistake from Monsters Inc. One of my personal favorites, however the movie is filled with a bunch of hidden mistakes. Well, hidden in plain sight. One noticeable mistake that fans have revealed is when Mike is patching up the scratches on his hands. In the first shot his hands have nothing wrong with them, but just a split second later in the next shot his hands miraculously go from having no band-aids or scratches to a whole bunch of them. We've heard of some quick handiwork before, but there is no way that this all happened that quickly. Only in Disney time is this realistic. Alright guys, we are at number 3 now with one from the Jungle Book. It comes from the scene when Colonel Hathi is inspecting his army and he rests his weight on a stick, causing it to snap. I am not calling him fat, I am just saying let's keep in mind that he is an elephant. Like literally an elephant. We see the stick snap, but in the following shots the stick is back to normal. No bend, no break. Now, Disney movies are filled with a lot of unrealistic magic, but a self-fixing branch? I don't think so. And at number 2 is a mistake from Mulan. It's during the epic battle scene where the wagon, which is full of explosives, is on fire. Mulan cuts Khan, the horse, free with her sword and jumps onto him. When she starts to ride away, we see her holding the reins in her left hand and the sword in her right hand up in the air. In the next shot, the wagon explodes and we still see her holding the reins in her left hand. However, the sword is still in her right hand, but suddenly it is in its sheath, which is always attached to her left side of her belt. An error that probably went unnoticed until I pointed it out just now. In the same scene, you will also notice that some of the arrows are missing on the ground, so the scene is just a goldmine for mistakes. Taking our number 1 spot is from the loved musical movie Frozen. They have a sequel coming out soon, so let's see if they can redeem themselves. One of the most played Disney songs is Let It Go. You know, that epic song that Elsa sings while she storms through the snow in some big dramatic musical number? No, I will not sing some of it. Well, during that song, after the iconic moment where she drops her cloak, we see an overhead shot that shows she's around 30 feet short of a gap between the mountain that she's walking on and another one. It also shows that she is on a flat surface. However, as she keeps singing and moving forward, she somehow begins to run up over a hill that appears out of nowhere. According to the overhead shot that we saw, she would have reached the edge of the mountain, yet somehow she is running upwards on a hill that wasn't even there. I personally was probably singing karaoke to the song and missed this mistake, but now I cannot unsee it. Let me know if you guys noticed any of these mistakes before hearing about them on this list, and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. In the meantime, while you're sharing your thoughts with me down below, I am going to do some comment shoutouts from our part 1 video. Gracie King says, I'll give you a pickle if you give me a shout out. Deal. Where's my pickle? Pay up. David's World says, Joss, do you and Lucy hang out? Yes, but only if I agree not to smile the entire time that we're hanging out together. She hates when I smile. The God of Skyrim says, I hear a heartbeat in the video. Anyone else? Could just be background music, but I don't know. Well, if that is my heartbeat, I am very concerned for my health. You should not be able to hear my heartbeat. Mama Pink says, I am with you, Joss. I don't care about these mistakes, even though I never knew about these. Honestly, Disney can make as many mistakes as they want, and I will still love them. Unconditional love. Alright guys, that is all I have for you today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss another video. I'm your host Joss, and I will see you in the next video.